And good evening, everyone, from the Roseville Ice Arena. Bill Conlon, along with Dan Walseth for Mounds boys hockey action in suburban East action, I should say. And Dan, an interesting game here tonight is the kind of the rivals, the Mustangs, especially with not playing Irondale this year. Your next town over. This is a rivalry that's gone back a long time, and the Mustangs will take on a very tough Raiders team. However, they come in with their first win of the season, so a little momentum.
Yeah, looking forward to tonight here after, followed up from the TG game the other night with a big 2-0 win for the Mustangs, and looking forward to seeing what they come back with here tonight.
They got outstanding goaltending from Sam Hagel, and really, I think that's something you're going to need to have because this is a very difficult Suburban East schedule ahead of them. As you mentioned, and we talked a little bit briefly, they've got Stillwater on the horizon on Saturday, so it'd be nice to get one here against the Raiders.
Yeah, and this Roseville team, last year when we played them, they put up a bunch of goals. I think it was 9-7 in one of the games last year, and I want to say we took them here at Roseville last year 6-2 or so, but it is a team that so far this year has put a bunch of points on the board, so got to play a solid game.
Well, and they've got some players, a lot of seniors, as you and I were noting, but the players to look out for because there's some guys that, as you said, can put the puck in the net. Kellen O'Rourke, one of the seniors, and Valea is also a senior forward that they know how to put the puck in the net. So we'll be watching both of those guys, see if the Mustangs can keep them from going off. Jacob Troska is yet another one who can put the puck in the net. It'll be a taste of kind of our Mustang speed, perhaps. And I know that Coach Schulte decided to, I wouldn't say shorten the bench, but he had the first and second line out there a little bit more than the third line, just trying to get some chemistry going.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is seeing how it's going to play out and what the boys are going to bring each night, and the balance up and down the lineup. There's a lot of good players getting in the action, and again, excited to see how they stack up against the Roseville Raiders here tonight.
As we said in our opening game, as the Mustangs season opener at home against Woodbury, this is a very young Mustang team. And what I mean by that is experience-wise, they do not have they only have a handful of guys, players that played last year in probably multiple games. That would be, of course, the senior captains, Mitchell Olson and Sam Moan. But then you followed up with the three freshmen who are now sophomores, one of whom is your son, Toby Walseth. You got Russell Eck and Chase Ballinger. They're back as the sophomores. And then you had only one defenseman with any real varsity experience. That's Jack Wendell, and luckily he's back. He did not play in the Woodbury game because he was hurt or recovering from a wrist injury. So, well, the lights have gone off here, but don't think we left you. Roseville doing some kind of big intro here. So, as they're apt to do, it's their home game. They can do that. So, why they do that, Dan? Give me a sense of what was the difference in the Totino game. Certainly the goaltending by Sam Hagel, but what did you find to be the difference for the Mustangs?
Yeah, Sam played a terrific game, but I feel like the team really kept the shots to the perimeter. There was a lot of shots right in the gut of Sam. He squared up the shots and shut them down, didn't give up any rebounds. Again, a lot of shots from the perimeter. And one thing going into this game, Cal Anderson is back after being injured earlier, so that's a good addition for this game on the defensive side of things, and it should really help the team out.
And of course, staying out of the penalty box is always big. Seemed like the Mustangs did a pretty good job of that last Saturday, and you're going to have to do that in Suburban East action, especially on the road, although it's not like you're traveling long distances. This is right down Lexington here to take on the Raiders. So, and for some of the Mounds kids, it might be even closer for them to get here than it is to get to Mounds. So, There's doing the starting lineups. We can tell you Sam Moan will be in the nets for the Mustangs, so they'll go turn to the senior captain. And there's Cal Anderson, one you were just mentioning, is being announced as one of the starting defensemen. The other one, Andre Burton, which is an interesting story there. Andre didn't play last year, didn't even play. He took I don't think he took the year off, but he decided not to go out for varsity hockey, and here he is on the varsity. And then the starting lineup for the Mustangs at offense, it's Mitchell Olson in the at center with Toby Walseth on one wing and Cass Kepke, the other senior captain, on the other wing. And the Raiders will start with the junior goaltender, Cooper Stevens. Stevens in there, and here's that lineup I was mentioning. They've got Riley Lackner along with number 9, Prentice Mayer on D. But the forwards, it's Grant Jablowski, and he's out there with Benjamin Beal on one of the wings. Now we'll step aside and salute America with the national anthem. And a nice rendition of our national anthem. And we are set to go for Suburban East Conference action. The Mustangs and the Raiders from Roseville Ice Arena. Tonight's game, glad to be brought to you by the Bale Group at Country Financial, helping you protect you and plan for the future. We thank the folks at MVI Hockey Foundation for their continued support of Mustang hockey. Visit one of the pull tab locations at Cowboy Jackson in Brighton, Shore 96 in Shoreview, Moe's American Grill in Moundsview, Panino's in North Oaks, and our newest locations, Applebee's in White Bear Township and Element Indoor Golf in Vadnais Heights. Thanks for your support of Moundsview Boys Hockey as the MVI Hockey Foundation. They're really great about giving money to this program and to the youth program as well, which you're greatly involved with there, Mr. Walseth. So here we go, Dan. Be kind of an interesting matchup, and Mustangs, as I mentioned, these are two defensemen who have not played much varsity hockey, but here they are, and they're getting their feet wet early on. Big, good-sized kids. Anderson looks like he's probably a 6'1" out there. Great pass ahead to Cass Kepke. Kepke into the zone, looked across, pass for Toby Walseth. Walseth goes back after it, and this one's knocked here to the near half wall, and the Raiders will bring it out. Just underway here at Roseville Ice Arena. It's the Raiders and the Mustangs. And the Mustangs in their road green with white trim. Raiders in their home white, black, and silver trim. As Walseth goes back into the far corner, digging it out of his own zone. Makes a nice move, and I think he wanted to get a line change, and he did. As the Mustangs half change here out after it there. Trying to dig hard there for it was Frederick Reich. And he has moved up, hasn't he? Up onto that second line, it looks like. Shot coming from the Raiders. That goes just wide. Picking up there for the Mustangs is Ike Schneider. Schneider across. And Burton will drive it in. Here's a good chance for the Mustangs. Shot. Oh, just wide. As Cooper Larson had that one sweep wide. Good opportunity for the Mustangs. And set up here again. Here's another chance for Larson. Nope. He had it knocked away. And the Mustangs will have to regroup as up with it comes Garrett Heights. Heights has knocked off the puck for the Raiders. And here the near half wall. Schneider has it for the Mustangs. Ike Schneider, who had a goal last Saturday. And this one's icing on the Mustangs. So interesting. They kind of went with what would have been considered the third line. And now they'll send out the second line with Jamison, Russell Eck, and Chase Ballinger. Off the faceoff. Jamison, I think, won the faceoff and gets it up ahead. Back shot just wide. Look out. And good save there by Sam Moen. He had to get it off the back end wall, too. So, good pace of the game so far. And I don't know that either team has probably gotten an actual recorded shot. Been a little wide by both. Seemed a little nervous for both these teams, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty standard coming into a game like this.
Shot from the point that hit traffic. I hit Ballinger in the skate, I believe. Or no, got him in the shin guard. He just adjusted it. Raiders setting up for a shot. That one goes wide by Oliver Siddick. Right again back in there, but Moen makes a save, and we'll get a face-off down in the Mustang end. 14:35 remaining first period. No score. Roseville and the Mustangs. And first line back out there for the Mustangs as Mitchell Olson will face it up against Roseville's Jacob Balia. Right out. Here's Balia high in the slot. Left it for the far point. And the puck is loose back behind the Mustang net. And picked up there by Valea. Valea back out to the far point. Shot, turns, and Sam was able to see it. No traffic in front of him, though. So he got a good look at that one. It's always nice to get those first saves under the belt, right? As a goaltender. He will face it off to the left of the Mustang goaltender. And Mustangs now have control as Walseth gets it ahead for Kepke. Oh, that one is intercepted by the Raiders and a shot on. That one by Kellen O'Rourke. O'Rourke, one of the better players on this Raider team. Mustangs come back the other way. Here's Mitchell Olson. Oh, he tried to beat the big defenseman Colin Heights. Couldn't quite come up with it. Here's another chance for Olson. Mitchell after it. Heights will go get it. Oh, and Mitchell was clipped by the goaltender. And, he tried to get it back to him. Toby did. Had it knocked off his stick just enough that it didn't get all the way to Mitchell. And the puck will come back into the Mustang zone as the Raiders get a change. I think the Mustangs probably will want to, too, as Wendland for Schneider. Back to Wendland. Up ahead to Mitchell Olson. That'll go, let's see. Yep. And the Mustangs get that change, Dan, as they needed it. Here's a weaving through the defense. Shot on, but an easy shot by Jacob Traska. He's a big drink of water there. Big kid. Roseville's got some size out there, Dan.
They sure do. And, 13 seniors on the team. It's an awful lot of upperclassmen.
Yeah, interesting. Scott Steffen still the coach here for the Raiders. He had his boys on the team a year ago, and they both graduated. And they had come over from Blaine. And I had thought I'd heard some rumors that Scott was going to step down and try coaching somewhere else, but he decided to stick with it. So rumors was what it was. Oh, that one's in offside by the Raiders. And it'll be a face-off just outside the Mustang zone with 12:40 to go, first period. Still no score. Glad to have you along on the Mustang Hockey Network as the face-off upcoming for Mustangs senior Cooper Larson. He wins the face-off. Schneider tried to get out of the zone, but he hit the very large Raiders player. that Troska is a big boy, number 7. And Raiders trying to control it. Gets it back to Schneider and the Mustangs, and he sends it to neutral ice. It's sent in offsides. It would be offsides, but they'll touch and free it up. Cross ice pass by Schneider goes too far. Couldn't quite connect with Casey Shell. Moan is going to hold on to it here as the puck got away a little bit, and he decides to get a stoppage. Not a bad idea there. I think there was a little disarray in the Mustang lineup there, and they'll bring the first line back up. Right? As Cal Anderson is back out as well for the Mustangs. Mitchell Olson to take the face-off. It's Olson. Oh, here's off the face-off, shot high. And that one by number 10, Oliver Siddick. Kepke pressuring. Mitchell Olson sends it down into the Raider end. Kepke's got it back. He tried to dig it free, and puck is loose, comes all the way back into the Mustang zone. Burton across, whoops, for Anderson. And they'll give and go. Andre tried a long cross-ice pass, but that's picked off there by Siddick. And the Raiders have the zone. Now Walseth. Toby hit up by 2 players. Olson's there as well. Mustangs trying to dig it free if they can get it. Oh, nice try. Kepke's got it. And Toby on the... Oh, my. Toby was on the back ready for the rebound, but the shot hit the post. And it stays in the zone, though. Walseth with it. Drops it off for Burton. Burton with a drive from the right near point. Olson had it behind the net, and the Raiders try to clear, but it's kept in by Anderson. Got a glove up high. Good job by Cal Anderson there. So the Mustangs try to keep the zone. Olson does for the moment. And now let's see if they get a change. Up comes Raiders defenseman Lackner. He sent it wide. Right out front. Oh, my. Shot wide by Valea. And he has it knocked off his stick. And nice job by Andre Burton to keep control of the puck. But then he sent it right. Just should have shot it right up the middle because look out. Here's another chance for Roseville. And Chase. No, that's Mitchell Olson. Mitchell. But nobody with him because they decided it was time for a line change. So he does that, and the Mustangs will have to regroup. This one is sent in icing on the Raiders. And with that, we want to thank some more of our great sponsors. We, of course, looking for a place to go tonight? Well, all the neighborhood meets at Panino's. Panino's, where we are known for unique recipes, great service, and friendly, relaxed atmosphere. It's Panino's, offering dine-in, delivery, and takeout, where the neighborhood meets and eats, thanks to our friends at Panino's. And off the face-off down on the Raider end, kept in by Jack Wendland, but then the puck comes squirting free. The Raiders have it. Oh, and a good back check there by Chase Ballinger. No, excuse me, Russell Eck. He picked up his Roseville winger that was coming straight for the net. The Mustangs dodge a bullet for now. There's a broken stick out there, so there's $300. Didn't see whose that was, Dan.
That's Ballinger.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. And it comes, it takes a shot off of this next stick, and that one went up into the rafters. Oh, sorry, Jim and Jen there. Oh, boy. Have to work a little harder to get that stick. That one broke right in half. So Face-off coming to the left of Sam Moen. The pace is pretty frenetic so far, right, Dan?
It is. We got to see some action down on the other end here, though. It's been a lot of time in the Mustang defensive zone, and it's time to kind of step up. And a little sustained pressure there for a short bit on the previous shift, but let's hope we can get a little more down in that zone. Here's Freddie Reck.
Reck with it. He's got a chance. Where's the puck? And the ref finally blows the whistle. I think it was loose. Great job by Reck. He's got some speed there, and he did a great job, Dan, of bouncing that one off the half wall and having it come right out front.
Yeah, that was good. Good going hard to the net and following it up. Any chance there was a rebound there, he was putting that one home. Freddie does a good job of that. He's a tenacious player. He can really make some things happen going hard to the net.
Cooper Larson centering this line with it's Reck and Ben Morissette. Sam is his older brother. Look out now, though. Schneider missed it at the point. Oh, and we're offsides, or I should say the Raiders are offsides, which is great for news for the Mustangs. And with 8:52 to go in the first period, still no score. But as you were mentioning before we went on the air, this is a team that Roseville that can score. They put up quite a few goals so far in their first few games.
Yeah, they've had a good amount of goal scoring in their first, I think, 4 games on the board there this year. And
Mounds, of course, had struggled. They got shut out in the first opener, and then they get the shutout last week, beating Totino Grace 2-0 last Saturday. But goals have been hard to come by for the Mustangs for the most part. So I think they'd be content with staying in a tight, close, low-scoring game, though. Make those count. Reck sends it towards the net. I think he even had hoped that would get on the net, but it's kept alive. Here's Ben Morissette. Morissette trying to use that tall frame. He's not nearly as thick as his older brother Luke, but he's a tall drink of water, that's for sure. Shot coming by the Raiders, another one, and Sammy Moen is up to the test. Oh, we got an interference out front. Mustangs are going to get the first penalty of the game, and Reck is going to get it. He knocked the Raider player down, and unfortunately the puck wasn't there yet. So that's a tough break for the Mustangs. Reck just a sophomore in amongst those the two seniors, Morissette and Larson on that third line. So the Mustang PK will go to work. It's Wendland, Schneider, Olsen, and Walseth out there. And off the face-off, the Raiders control. Far point, send it here to the near point. Looking for a shot. They go down low in the near circle. Back up high. And shot coming into traffic. Schneider got a piece of it. He's trying to get it out best he can. He sent it into the winger there. Look out. Vilea keeps it alive. Sends it back to the point. This one goes to Mayer. Mayer across the heights. Shot right out front, and Moen made a save. Good effort there by the Mustang senior captain. And Mitchell Olsen will dump it down the rink and down into the Raider zone. And big shout out to our cameraman, Jim Eck, tonight, by the way. Jim is helping us out, and if we're getting some technical, it's not really Jim's fault, that's for sure. For some camera, and I haven't been able to figure out where is doing that. We're under a minute, about 45 seconds to go in the Raider power play, and the Mustangs clear it again. Nice job there by Mitchell Olsen.
Good start to the kill here.
Olsen will take a seat, though, and get a quick breather as Jamison will come on. Barros, along with, he's out there with Russell Leck, the second PK unit. Schneider and Wendland are still out there, however, the defenseman. Puck is loose. Look out. Chance here now. And there it goes. The puck sent down into the Raider end with about 8 seconds to go in the penalty for the Mustangs. Russell trying to do a good job of look out, though. Got player all the way through, and Moan makes a save. My goodness, they let Jacob Elms go coast to coast. And as the power play ends, the Mustangs take a sigh of relief.
That was really the only chance that Roseville had during that kill, though. So that was a good kill off. And now let's see if they can get it back going the other way.
Off the face-off, Walseth. Ooh, and he is hit hard into the boards. A little high, if you ask me, but nonetheless, Mitchell Olsen's trying to break through at the blue line. He had 2 Raiders on him immediately, though. I'm wondering if he recognized any of these guys any of these Raiders are football players. There's a shot taken there by Mayer. He's another big Prentice Mayer, another big player for these Raiders. Pass up ahead. Walseth got it to Olsen. It's loose, and Toby slams it in to the Raider end, which is where the Mustangs would like to set up shop if they could. 5.5 minutes to go, first period, no score. Bill Conlon, Dan Walseth with you here on the Mounds Hockey Network, as this one is brought in by Burton. Burton to Cal Anderson. Anderson trying to flip it up towards Walseth. Mustangs can't get out of the zone. Look out. Oh, and a great play by Burton. Burton will send it ahead to to Olsen. Mitchell, he lost an edge, blew a tire there, and unfortunately Kaskepke couldn't quite get there in time, and the Mustangs will probably do a change here. Russell Eck is out there. The Raiders have some pressure here. Look out. Puck is behind the Mustang net. Schneider there for the Mustangs, however. Puck is shot right into Mitchell Olsen. Oh, my. He took that one hard, and that did not, I'm sure, feel good. Right in the midsection where you really don't have a padding in your stomach area, and he got that right in the stomach. 4:25 to go in the period. Picked up by Wendland. Wendland sends it ahead. Russell Eck is there. Russell trying to break free. The Raider defense comes up with it. Lackner now. Lackner. He gives way there to Beal. Beal had it knocked off his stick. The Mustangs control with Schneider back in their own zone. Ike Schneider up ahead for Chase Ballinger. Ballinger got a piece of it. Barros is there. And looks like Chase is coming off limping too a little bit. I don't know what happened there. You know what? He got a stick to the abdomen is what happened there. Should have been a slash, Dan. Ooh, and Russell Eck is driven hard into the board. Raiders always play a tough physical brand of hockey. You'll know you've played them because they like to use the body. Stefan is always sure to make sure that his boys are hitting hard. Puck is loose. Wendland tried to keep it, and he does, out of the Mustang zone. And it goes back into the Raider end. 3:11 to go in the period. Mustangs, Ike Schneider has it. Nice idea there. Schneider to Reck. Reck gives it up. And, oh, no, look out. It's a giveaway here. And a great save by Moan off the quick shot by Jaboski, excuse me. And that one's sent out of the zone. And with 2:48 to go, we are going to have a face-off down in the Mustang end. Well, back-to-back kind of a little end-to-end action there for a while, Dan.
Yeah, there was a little bit going the other way, and still, vast majority of this period has been spent in the Mustangs' defensive zone, and got to get some sustained pressure in the Roseville end here.
Raiders with, as you said, control in the Mustang zone. Looks out here as Osman tries to get rid of it. That one hit Sam Moan in the face mask, and he actually headed it like a soccer ball to get it out of the zone. Puck is loose down in the Mustang corner, far corner. Shot on. Mounds trying. Oh, there was looked like to me a slash. Puck is loose. Out front shot. Moan right out front. Oh, and a great defensive stop there. Good work by the Mustangs. Who was that? That's Casey Shell.
Yeah, great play by Morissette right before that, too. Both of them made some great plays to prevent goals on easy opportunities for the Raiders. So
the Mustangs were
stay strong.
Under siege there for a minute as the first line finally gets back out there. Although looks like Mitchell is laboring a bit. Remember, as I said, he got a puck to looked like the stomach area on a slap shot that he was trying to block. Walseth over there to try to keep it down in the Raider end, and they couldn't quite get it going, but they give it up down the other end with 1:18 to go. And the Mustangs will come up with a Jack Wendland. Wendland sends it to neutral zone. And in the neutral zone, the Raiders have it. Up there with it is Mayer again. Prentice Mayer. Back pass by Kepke to Wendland. Wendland and Schneider do a quick back and forth. And look out. Trouble there as Schneider had it taken away from him. Shot and a goal! The Leah, the one that we had told you about, he and O'Rourke know how to fill up the net. And that one was a bit of a mistake by the young sophomore. Sometimes you just got to know when to get rid of the puck. And unfortunately, that time it didn't go well for the Mustangs. And under a minute to go, 48 seconds, the Raiders have gotten on the board.
Yeah, tough one to give up with less than 1 minute left in this period here.
Mustang first line will come back out, see if they can't get some pressure here with 44 seconds to go. This will be an icing, so they'll get the offensive draw at least down in the Roseville end. And good opportunity there. Olsen to face it off for the Mustangs. Shot. Oh, and the rebound. Unfortunately, Anderson couldn't quite come up with it. Walseth has it. Toby Walseth now. Great move. Good job on the keeping that puck alive. And then knocked out. Here's a chance for the Raiders. If they hurry, they got a 2-on-1. Right out front, a shot and a goal! Oh, no! Well, it was a pretty pass, and that's what goal scorers do. That's Jakubowski. He knew to get wide. At first, I thought Andre Burton, who was the lone defenseman back for the Mustangs, I thought he was going to be able to close that gap, but instead, Jakubowski got over to the side, and he makes it 2-0 here. Just 20 seconds to go now in the period. So tough break here for the Mustangs in the last minute of the period. Giving up 2 quickies. Oh, and again, they can't get out of the zone. There's a shot. Jakubowski, the goal at 16:39. There had to have been an assist. He I don't think he said it, but certainly seemed like it. Mustangs want to get out of this without giving up one more here before the period ends. That one shot into the... Did it stay in the zone? No, I'm not sure why he blew his whistle. It hit the top of the glass, didn't it? It didn't hit the netting. The puck should have just kept going. He kind of whistled quick there. Gives the Raiders an opportunity on the faceoff.
Raiders with an empty net here to end the period.
Yeah, I don't like that call by the official. That should not have ended up as a faceoff. But nonetheless, Mustangs avoid the danger there. But they do give up 2 goals, 2 quick ones in the last minute of play, and find themselves trailing 2-0 after 1. A tough break there, Dan, to end the period.
Yeah, not ideal at all. Like we said, the play was in the Mustang defensive zone the majority of that period. It sure would have been nice to get out of that period with a 0-0 score, but giving up those too late really sets you back here.
Mustang Hockey is brought to you by Automated Door Service. Been locally owned and operated for more than 30 years. We provide emergency services as well as same-day service and provide garage door maintenance, services, and products throughout Minneapolis, St. Paul, surrounding areas. Call us today to speak with a member of our team about our commercial and residential services. That's Automated Door Service, proud sponsor of Mustang Hockey. Also, thanks so much to the Mounds Youth Hockey Association, the MVI Association, and their continued support of the Mustang Hockey program. 2-0 our score. The Raiders in front here at Roseville Ice Arena. It was a good period by the Mustangs, but they'll have to go in and find some answers here and see if they can get the offense going in the second period. We'll step aside and have more hockey from Roseville after this. Back at Roseville Ice Arena, Bill Conlon, Dan Walseth with you, and a big, huge shout out to Jim Eck, our cameraman for tonight, doing a great job. And 2-0 our score. Raiders in front. The Mustangs unfortunately gave up those 2 goals in the last minute of the period. After, I would say, even though Roseville had a better of the play most of the period, Mustangs were in it though. They had some. They showed that they could hang with them, and that's why it's tough to give up those goals. They always say it's tough to give up a goal late in the period, but to give up 2.
Yeah, two is a much bigger deal than just giving up that 1 goal. You got to see how they respond here, starting off this second period here. I want to keep my head looking the same way I did majority of the last period, off to my left here, and see the Mustangs have some sustained pressure in the Roseville zone.
And we'll take a look to see what happens with Mitchell Olson. Just did a skate there. I think he's trying to figure out, as I said, he got a shot into the midsection, but I'm interested to see why he went out for a skate there. They decided to start the second line here, Barros and Ballinger, and Kepke. So they did switch up the lines. They're doing a little John Hines here from the Wild. They're going to switch up the lines on me.
Hey, mix it up. Let's see if we can get some offense going here. Yeah, I'd say Mitchell's going to be just fine here. He's a football player. He's all right.
Off the faceoff, Osman had it for the Mustangs for the moment. He tried to keep it alive. Puck is here, the near point, and a shot in by Mayer. The little action after the. I thought the Raider player slapped into Moan a little bit there, and they could have called something, but referee decided not to. And now Mitchell is out there along with Russell Eck and Toby Walseth. So this is something that your son Toby had said would be an interesting matchup that they had worked on practice, at putting Russell on this wing here. So let's see if it comes to fruition.
Well, you'd hope so. Toby and Russell have been skating together since they were, 5-6 years old. So a little chemistry should be there.
Meanwhile, the Raiders had the puck for a moment. It's loose.
Away, Mitch.
Loose right out front, though, and it's still picked up by the Raiders in the corner. And behind the net, right out front. Look out. Osman didn't even know it was on his stick. Now he does. And he sent it up ahead. That one is knocked free. Cal Anderson, he's got him.
Go.
Russell Eck, and he's got Toby with him if he hurries. A goal, and he put it in.
There we go!
Oh, my. We'll take it any way you can get it. Russell shot it towards the net, and I think it hit the Raider player or Toby, but it doesn't matter. Russell will get the goal, and what a great start for the Mustangs. Just minute 14 in.
That's the way to come and start a period.
Well, and
put it towards the net. Good quick turnover. I don't know who was that. Was that Osman that moved that puck up to Russ there real quick?
Yeah, well, he did, because remember I just said it seemed like he didn't even know he had it. It was at his feet, and then he made a nice play, though, like you said. And Russell Eck with the goal. I don't know if Toby will get an assist. Maybe Osman. We'll wait for the official call here. And the Mustangs have cut it in half here, 2-1. The quick early goal. Yep. They do give Osman the lone assist. Look out. And unfortunately for Toby, he didn't get involved there. I thought it might have gone well.
That's just fine.
He might look back at it, though. You never know. Here's Walseth again. Walseth with Wendland driving it right at the net there. And Russell Eck goes into the far corner. He's digging it free. He's got Mitchell Olson right out front. Here's Wendland with a shot. That one hit. Oh, did that hit Mitchell? I think it did, but I think he's okay. I think it hit him in the shin guard. Olson now right out front. Walseth shot. Oh, it hit the pipe.
Off the pipe.
Turned and shot right at the net. It was a great shot. I thought he had it. The Mustangs with some jump in their skates here to start the second period. A long outlet pass up ahead.
Freddie Reck.
Reck had it. It was a great pass by Wendland. And the Raiders come back with it, though. Oh, nice stick movement there as Reck knocked it off the Raider player.
Larson.
Larson with it. Cooper Larson driving hard to the net. Mustangs have a little bit more jump than the Raiders here to start the period, and it's paying off as they do a good job there. Casey Shell was in there as well.
Looks like a whole different team, and that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Well, and as we mentioned, you got to try to pick up the points and the wins where you can, because they have not. They've still got the big boys to come here. They got Stillwater, White Bear waiting in the wings, and I believe
Cretin.
Yeah, you and I saw the Stillwater's like ranked second in the state. Cal Anderson trying to catch the Raider player. And what a play by Moan. Sammy Moan, shot right out front. And he makes the save. Sam Moan coming up big for the Mustangs. Oh, my. That was pretty. Nice work.
That away, Sammy.
The senior captain comes up for the Mustangs and keeps it a 1-goal game. Hey, fans, the Minnesota Veterinary Hospital is committed to providing convenient, competitive pricing and top quality. There on Hodgson Road, a proud sponsor of Mustang hockey and a Mustang grad is the owner. Jensen, thanks, Jeff, for all your great support. Thought the official was going to actually call a penalty there on the Raiders.
Interference there.
Certainly seemed like it was, as Kes Kepke was taken out. So Kepke, he got away with one there, though. Cass took
out two.
He just took a man down with a solid cross check, and he got away with one there. So we'll take that. Here's Chase Ballinger. Ballinger with a shot, and that one hit traffic. Saw his dad between periods and asked him how the Christmas fund is going. Gonna need a stick. As Chase had his break in half the last period. Here's Wendland. Wendland waited just a little too long, and that one ended up hitting one of the Raiders players. And Roseville has it back. Shot towards the near corner. Two players collide. Staying with it is Schneider, and the Mustangs get it to the far corner. Wendland trying to pick up the puck. Raiders, it's loose behind the Mustang net. Look out now. And Wendland tried to send it out. Couldn't quite do it. The Raiders take a shot on. Jack sends it across to Schneider. Schneider digging free in the near corner. Right out front it comes. And look out. And Moan makes another good save. Sammy Moan making some point-blank stops early in the second period. Bill Conlon with you, along with Dan Walseth and our cameraman Jim Eck. Glad to have you along on Mountain 2 Hockey Network. Here is the Mustangs down 2-1 early in the second period in the Suburban East Conference matchup, and there's a face-off coming in the Mustang end. As good to see the captain, the senior captain, because Sam had a great first period. He really did, and neither of those goals, there's nothing he could have done on them because they were basically 2-on-1 breakaway.
Quick transition goals.
Yep. Walseth has got it tried to get it up ahead to Mitchell Olsen now. Russell Eck was also streaking towards the net. Eck tries to dig it free from behind the net, Raider net, and the Raiders will get it at least out to center ice. There's Osman. And good job by Toby Walseth. They shot it in behind the Raider net. Back after there was Eck. Mitchell Olsen. Great job by Olsen. And Eck was taken down.
Mowed down out front.
Got hammered out front. And no call. Wow. He didn't have the puck, so how do you not call that? It's just crazy. Wow. Shot from the slot. Luckily, that went wide. The Mustangs will try to get back after it. Russell Eck there. Look out. Puck is loose right out front.
Cal Anderson clearing the body out there.
Yes, and the Mustangs are able to clear the zone, and needed to do that there because the Raiders get a quick line change here. Russell Eck, great forecheck. He's got Walseth with him. Toby looking to get it across to Mitchell Olsen, but it ended up right out in front. And the Raiders will come back the other way. This puck in off Sammy Moan, and he'll decide to freeze it. And we'll have a face-off down on the Mustang end with 10:37 to go. Period number 2. 2-1 our score. Raiders in front. Dan, your thoughts of this first 7 minutes or so?
Well, good to get a goal on the board here early in the second period, and need to get it back down in that Raiders zone. It's a much better start by the Mustangs, though. This is more of how they can play, and that's more what we saw in the Tino Grace game the other night. A much better showing for the Mustangs. So
Jakubowski with the shot for the Raiders. Moan with yet another save and a faceoff. Look out. Oh,
good block.
Good block
Stay
by
on it.
Shell. He had his stick taken away from him. He's got to wrap that up. Look out, right out front. Jakubowski could not come up with it because a good defensive play again by Shell. And now the Mustangs trying to desperately, they look under siege again. And Sam is able to make the save. Maybe change those lineup here because they were having trouble getting it out of the zone. Or not. And Ike Schneider, he's a tough and hardworking kid, but he is not very big. He's got to be 5'7".
I think that's what he stands in at. Yeah, we don't have the stats here on the score sheet, but
I was noticing
a generous 5'7".
I was noticing that Mounds does not list it. Neither does Roseville, but Woodbury does. They were with the height and the weight. And I remember back in the day, my brother was 5'7" on skates, I think. So they used to cheat a little bit and say he was 5'9".
Got to add a little bit.
Off the loose puck, picked up by the Raiders. Look out. Here's Valilla out front, tries to wrap around, and Sammy makes a great save again.
Good pad by Moen there.
Wow, and he had Jacob Elm on the doorstep as well, trying to wrap it in. Hammered in, I should say. 9:34 to go. And we'll face it out back down to the Mustang zone. And looks as though we've got Barros off the faceoff. Jamison with the shot comes from the Raiders. Here's Andre Burton. Oh, Burton. I'm not sure who he was looking at there. He ended up giving it right to the Roseville player, but so far, Mustangs just got to clear the zone here. Puck goes wide, shot. Oh, and Sammy makes another save. And then he's under siege again by the Raiders as they're right there on the doorstep was Kellen O'Rourke. Well, I don't want to jinx it, but I just got a good scoring update from New York, and the Des Moines Buccaneers lead 2-1 with 8:10 left to go.
All right, Bucs, keep it going.
That's your Mustangs. Where are they now? Report as Johnny and his USHL Des Moines Buccaneers in the America Cup in New York, trying to hang on for a win. And off the faceoff, shot again, and this time it's picked up out front. Still can't quite clear it, but it was a good effort by Andre. And here's Osman. Osman, he's knocked off the puck. Mustangs desperately need to clear the zone if they can, as Cass Kepke trying to do just that. Barros is over there. Osman, it's in the far corner down on the Raider end. Puck still loose. Digging for it is Kepke. Kepke looking for some help from Osman. 2 Mustangs, 2 Raiders in there. Now Barros was going to join the fight, and so was another Raider. Where's the puck? It finally pops free, and the Raiders have it for the moment. Trying the wraparound, though, and Chase Ballinger said, no, you will not. Puck, finally gets to neutral ice. Ballinger, tried to send it wide, nobody home. And the Mustangs cleared for the moment. And then shot in as the Raiders will get a quick change. Osman had it knocked free there. And Sam Moen has to make yet another save. So
a little sloppy play.
Well, it's just
bear back down and lean into it, boys.
And instead of just softly sending it to neutral ice, they've got to try to find a way to get some possession. But right now, the first line will go to work here for the Mustangs as they have switched up a little bit here in the second period, adding Russell Eck out there, taking Kepke's place. And they're the ones that got that goal for the Mustangs. Eck has it here. Eck trying to head for Mitchell Olsen. Oh, he almost got there. Walseth digging hard. And the puck comes back down into the Raider end. Ike Schneider for it with Wendland. Wendland. That's a good feed off the boards there. Come to the neutral zone. Here comes Olsen. Olsen. See if he can get through the man. He digging hard down in the near corner here. Eck has it. Back to the point. Schneider. Schneider shot. Oh, rebound.
Good bounce.
It was a good bounce. And Olsen sends it back to Schneider. Across for Wendland, who fired wide. Kind of fanned on his shot, I should say. Schneider tried to keep it alive. Look out. Don't want to get too crazy there. As the puck is sent back into the Mustang zone.
Pick
right
him up.
Front shot to goal. Oh, no. As the official fell at center ice. I don't know if he ever saw that, whether that was a offsides or not. Now, unfortunate for the Mustangs. It'll be Valala getting the goal, I think, or Rourke with the, no, let's see, Jakubowski with the assist. And it's back to a 2-goal game for the Raiders. God darn it. And so we'll see if the Mustangs can find an answer here. 17 from 41 at 10:01 of the period, and the Raiders go back to a 2-goal lead at 3-1. Puck is shot back into the neutral zone. Look out, Burton lost it. And we haven't had much penalties here in this game. Here's Morissette. Ben Morissette digging for it. Morissette had it knocked off his stick. And up with it is Anderson. Anderson trying to keep his man off the puck.
Yeah, now would be a great time for Mustangs to get a power play. Think the ref's going to arrange that for us?
I don't think so, but that one's shot into the rafters, and I'm sure the Mustangs will change lines here with 5:58 to go in the second period. Bill Conlon, Dan Walseth with you from the Roseville Ice Arena, where we thank the Regions Hospital Orthopedic Trauma Team. No matter what type of orthopedic injury you have, our team of experts will be by your side and help you recover. Proud sponsors of Mounds View Hockey. It's the Regions Hospital Orthopedic Trauma Team. Thanks to the folks over there that do great work. And here's a chance for Chase Ballinger across to Jamison Barros right out front. The puck sneaks free, and the Raiders had it for the moment. Here's Schneider, though. Schneider for the Mustangs. Sends it back in. Back behind the Roseville net. Only one player. Barros was there for a moment. Now Ballinger giving chase. He turns away, and nice job at Kepke. Kepke stole it, but the players weren't quite there at enough time. Barros was just a little late getting to the slot. There's a shot and a save by Moan. Puck comes squirting free to the center ice. Up with it there is Ballinger. Ballinger tried to get it ahead. He has it knocked off his stick. Oh, look out. Shot just wide. Rebound. Where is it? And digging it free was Kepke for the moment. He got it up ahead. Here's a chance for, that was Kepke again, and he'll send it in, and the Mustangs will get a change. Back comes the first line. Walseth was good forecheck there. He had it for the moment. Anderson, he gives it away, and a shot. Oh, man, that was a good drive there by Valala. Oh, boy, that one was right out front. Mustangs are under siege again a little bit here, Dan. They got to find a way to break it free. Schneider sends it back over here to Anderson. Anderson up ahead. That one's going to go too far, but it might, yes, will not be icing as it puck squirts free. Eck tried to get it across to Olsen. He couldn't quite get there, and Mitchell will give chase. Look out. Off the, oh, and Toby took a big hit there. He's okay, though, just popped right back up. Nothing going to stop that guy as Russell Eck goes after it. The first line tried to dig for good forecheck here. Trying to find a way to get back in it, get another goal here. Back down in the Raider zone it comes. Wendland had it there for a moment. Toby sends it up to Olson. And then, a weird bounce.
Hold it.
And that's Roseville Arena is famous for that, by the way, Dan. There are some funny bounces on this ice. That's been here since 1969. Thoughts as we have 3:18 to go in the period?
That's 17 for Roseville. Villela.
Yeah.
He's a good hockey player.
He is a good hockey
Every
player.
time he's out there, he's making stuff happen, making it really hard on the boys.
And he's got a heck of a shot. Look out here off the point, or off the faceoff, I should say. That one hit Wendland. Wendland got a piece of it. And Moen has to make a save from the near point here. Colin Heights with it. Barros sends it up ahead for Ballinger. Ballinger in after it. Kepke over there on the far wall. Cass trying to keep it alive for the Mustangs. He tried to get it back to the point, but he lost the puck. Ballinger.
Just a little physical play. That's good to see. Keep it going, boys.
And the puck comes back behind the Mustang net, the Raiders net. Barros there. Jamison digging hard for it. There's Kepke. Somebody's stick just broke. That was, my.
That's Kepke.
Yeah, it was Kepke, but it was because of the hit he took from the Raider player. That was unfortunate. And I'm sure not happy about that. This one is lifted to, I think it went into the rafters. It'll be a face-off back down on the Raider end.
Well, how about our turn for a late goal this period? Roseville got it last period. Our turn now.
And I agree. Let's do it. 2:17 to go. Second period. Mustangs down 3-1 off the face-off. Olson trying to get a little break there. Wendland does a nice job keeping it in the zone. Oh, then it came loose. Mitchell had it popped off his stick. Oh, no. Somebody was outside. They're pointing over towards the far side, and that would have been Mitchell, but I don't think so. Hard to tell. So now Wendland and Schneider are the D pair again. And with 2:02 to go, the Mustangs face off just outside the Raider net, their zone, I should say. And Olson had it. Oh, look out. Puck is loose. Oh, my.
Jakubowski.
Calling that a penalty shot is not even close to right. That's a terrible call. That is a terrible call.
All right, Sammy Moen, shut him down.
I just think that's a terrible call. He didn't have you're supposed to have 2 or 3 lengths lead on a player, Dan. And I know I'm not, my history, about refereeing, but that's just not a good call. That's just not a good call. Let's see what happens here as Jakubowski goes in on Sammy Moen.
Good boy, Sam.
And Sam makes a save. So the Mustangs avert the crisis there, or the situation, on a great play by Sam Moen. Well, I like to see it because that should not have been called a penalty shot. I'll tell you that right now. So the Mustangs look out. They don't want to give it up late here, as you mentioned, gave up 2 quickies at the end of last period. Back after it. Puck is loose. It hit about 3 players going near the net. Mustangs United try to somehow get a control of it. As Wallstead tried to dig it free. Puck is loose. Look out. Right out front. Oh, what a save by Sam Moen. And a good aggressive play indeed. And the news just gets better, Dan, though, in New York.
Well, tell me.
They're up. The Buccaneers are up 4-1.
Yeah, right.
In the third. So
putting on the offense.
That's right. 1:29 to go in the. Look out in the period here, as Mustangs trying to dig it free and see if they can't. Oh, puck there. Nice job by Walseth to try to get it some pressure on it. The long outlet pass to Russell. Oh,
Wow.
shoot.
Get back.
Just behind him.
Get back.
Mustangs need to get back. Here's Valela. Through one man, right out front. And Sam, he made the save, and then the net went Kabruk.
Again, that's 17 for Roseville.
Yeah,
he's dangerous with the puck.
He does make things happen, doesn't he, out there? 1:01 to go in the period. Here from Roseville Arena. Apparently, the Raider youth do not know that they're supposed to sit on the other side. Dan, I don't know.
Are you going to let them know?
Well, they're in with the Mustang youth. That's why I'm trying to figure it out here.
Oh, I think these are the chuck-a-puck cleaner uppers that are coming out here.
Okay.
They're getting the chuck-a-puck position.
Gotcha. Under a minute to go here in the period. The Mustangs trying to dig it free. Ballinger gets it ahead, and Mustangs finally clear the zone, thankfully, for the sake of the Mustang fans, as we're under 30 seconds to go in the second period here from Roseville Arena. Schneider, he's trying to send it ahead. The puck is
good block.
Ballinger got a good block there. Here's Barros. Ballinger. Ballinger tried to send it across to Kepke. Oh, unfortunately, Cass went right past this puck. And the Raiders have one more long outlet pass that Schneider picks off. Here's a chance for the Mustangs, but they're offsides. Barros went in too early there. And with 5.5 seconds to go, face off just outside the Raider zone, with the Mustangs trailing 3-1 here. And the official, that's the official, by the way, who somehow, I didn't see what happened, Dan. I don't know if you saw it, but the linesman here, he's the one who
toe pick.
Did he toe pick? Oh, okay. He was down in a heap. Look out. Here's Jabowski. Shot coming, and that's the end of the period. So the Mustangs do get a goal in the period, an early goal by Russell Eck. But unfortunately, the Raiders got one back themselves at the 10:01 mark. And we end the second period kind of how we ended the first, with the Raiders having a 2-goal lead. Dan, your thoughts on what the boys might need to talk about here between periods?
Yeah, it's starting this next period fast like they did the second period, but then keeping it going. It was a great start to the second period. Need to get some more time in the offensive zone here and finish this game strong. 2 goals is not much to make up here. They can do it.
And the Mustang hockey program would like to thank the great sponsors for Mounds U Hockey, like Hero Home Services. For more than 109 years, Hero Plumbing, Drains, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical has been providing fast, reliable heating, air conditioning, drain, plumbing, and electrical services in Minneapolis and throughout the whole Twin Cities. And now in Rochester and Owatonna, when you need trustworthy home services, check out Hero Home Services. We'll step aside. Yep.
Do we give play-by-play on the chuck-a-puck here too? Or
it's chuck-a-puck time. Well, actually, right now I don't see that. They got like 2-liter bottles on the blue line. What else do you got to do?
I think that's what you win. You win a pizza or a bottle of pop or something.
Okay. I'd like that red Savoy pizza. That's pretty good. Well, we'll step aside and we'll be back with third period action here from Roseville Ice Arena after this. Bill Callen, Dan Walseth, welcoming you back to the Mounds U Hockey Network here from Roseville Ice Arena. As the Raiders take to the ice, the Mustangs are out there. And we're getting set for third period action. Looking for for another great start like the Mustangs had in that last period. See if they can't replicate that, Dan, and get back in this hockey game, or at least not just get back, maybe get in it and get a win.
Yeah, 2 quick ones would be a great start here. We got one last period. Let's get 2 quick ones here.
We mentioned that the Mustangs will play Stillwater on Saturday, so it gets a little tougher. Does the schedule as they last I checked, the Ponies I think are rated second in the state, Dan. So they are playing some good hockey. They beat Minnetonka just the other night. So
yeah, and I think they beat this Roseville team by a handful as well. I think 8-4 against Roseville here. So that's gonna be a tough one Saturday.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to start the third line here, so that's interesting. Coach Schulte with Cooper Larson to start it off, and Reck making a dash for the puck. Raiders knock it in, and they will start the first line out there. Puck comes loose. Morissette has it. Ben Morissette over the red line. Look at that. He's trying to drive it deep. See if the Mustangs can keep it in the zone. Puck is loose. Osman, I should say. Had that come off his stick. Sent towards the blue line. Mustangs trying to clear it. And it's still loose. Right out front. Shot. Moan makes the save. Oh, what a big save by Sam Moan. There should be a trip. Yep.
He got him. Let's go, guys.
Back it comes the other way. The Mustangs are going to get a power play out of this. A much-needed power play.
Huge save by Moen there.
Wow. A good chance here now for the Mustangs. They'll go on the power play, and, of course, the number 1 unit will go out there. Looks like they put Barros at the center, Schneider and Olsen on the point, with Walseth and Russell Eck as their wings. It was could have called it a trip, could have called it an interference. It's not quite sure which one. Look out here. Mustangs back the other way as the puck came loose. Here's a chance for Mitchell Olsen. Olsen on the power play. Coming in. Oh, and a nice try move there with Barros picking it up, though. Rebound towards the net. Russell Eck back to the point it comes. Across here to the near point for Walseth. Back to Schneider. And Mitchell Olsen's shot, he didn't get all of it. He actually ended up getting a piece of Russell Eck actually on that one too. Schneider tries to keep it alive, and he does. Great effort by Ike Schneider there at the point. Barros with a shot just a bit too high. And as I try to tell all the kids, my own kid indeed, I remember 70% of the shots shot low go in the net, not high and over the net. As the Mustangs will try to regroup and get a shot here. Oh, Schneider. Did that hit a Raider, I hope?
Yes.
And it
should
will
be a face-off in the zone.
Face-off in the zone. 15:03. So just almost about 2 minutes gone by here. And the Mustangs have a 57 seconds left on the power play. The second PPG unit will come on here. I should say PP. Power play unit, and that is off the face-off. See if they can win it. They did not. Back after it is Wendland. Jack Wendland. Cal Anderson up ahead. And Chase Ballinger sends it deep into the zone for the Mustangs. Kepke after it. Oh, man, it was so close. And if he had that, they would have had a golden opportunity. Instead, the Raiders are able to dump it, and the Mustangs will have to regroup and start back behind their own net. Here, off the puck is Larson. Look out. The Raiders had a man. Jakubowski was wide open there. Look at this forecheck by Jakubowski. That almost could have been a penalty there. And this will run out the rest of the power play here. The Mustangs, as this puck is sent back down the length of the ice. Wendland after it. He rides Jakubowski into the boards. Nice job by Wendland. Here's Larson. Larson across to Cal Anderson. Anderson drop pass to Mustangs. Both teams back at full strength, I should say. Live hockey here. Larson tried to scoop it up behind the net, and the Raiders will down towards Wendland. Wendland had a piece of it. Shot, I don't know where it went. It went up into the, must have gone up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off down in the Mustang end to the left of Sam Moan. Mustangs want to thank their sponsors, one of which is Panino's, of course, and where the neighborhood meets to eat. Come on out to Panino's in North Oaks. Off the face-off, the Raiders shot into traffic there, and Sam got a piece of that, Sammy Moan. And then now the Mustangs trying to dig it free. Olsen, he has it knocked away up to Walseth. Toby Walseth to Russell Eck. Eck tried to bring it across and does. Mitchell gets it. Loose for Eck. Eck, the shot. That was a good shot. And Russell has a great shot. As you were telling me, it's he's gotten bigger this year, too, since last year. Mitchell looks like he's laboring once again. Still not sure what, I saw him take that shot in the second period to the mid-range and like a stomach. Could be a rib issue because every once in a while it kind of pulls up. Look out here, shot coming from the Raiders. Puck is loose behind the Roseville or the Mustang net. Roseville gets it down deep, back behind the net. And coming up with it there to the near point, Troska.
Good block shot by Mitch.
Mitch makes another block shot off the Elm shot. But here come the Raiders right out front. Puck is loose and shot on. Sam makes a save. Whistle finally comes. Never went anywhere, but I think the Mustangs are a little upset because the Raiders keep digging for it. Should have been a quicker whistle, to be honest. 12:22 to go. Third period. Here from Roseville Ice Arena, Bill Conlon and Dan Walseth with you. Glad to have you along on the Mounds Hockey Network. Big shout out to Jim Eck, our fine cameraman tonight, too. Doing a great job.
Good blocker save by Moen.
Sam has been busy tonight. He's done a great job back there. Here's a chance for Barrows.
Oh, Jamo.
Jamison. Puck just can't quite get it cleanly. The Mustangs, every chance they have seems to be met by one Raider or another getting just a piece of those shots. And that last one, Jamison tried to pop free, but Raiders shoot it back down into the Mustang end. Back after Cal Anderson. Young sophomore, big, tall sophomore. That Raiders somehow kept that puck in. Seemed like it was close, but official was right there, the linesman. Shot towards the net, and Sammy will make the save. And once again, they got to call something at some point here. Every whistle, there is a Raider jabbing away at Moan.
Late sticks. Clear them out, boys.
11:35 to go, third period. As the Mustangs, having won at Totino on Saturday and over there in Brooklyn Park, it was a complete 2-0 shutout by the Mustangs. Great goaltending by Sam Hagel, the junior goaltender. Sam and Sam, how about that? You got two goaltenders named Sam.
Oh, big hit there.
Big hit by Mitchell Olsen. And
attaboy, Mitch.
Jakubowski's getting up slow. Oh, Russell went in offside there. I don't know if I think Mitchell did make one little more move at the blue line, but I don't know what this official's doing. He's keeping Mitchell away from the one guy, but Mitchell's got a right to go to the faceoff. I mean, there's no, you know what I mean? That was weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure who he was keeping them separate from there.
Well, Mitchell definitely had the ire of the Raiders after that big hit. He stapled Jakubowski into the wall. Now Jack Wendland back at it. Toby Walseth sends it. Schneider will have to go back in and get it as the Raiders dump it right back by Mustang net. Schneider tried to get it ahead to Walseth. Puck is sent high. Back out here to the near point. Eck tried to get a piece of it. Look out here. Right out front. Nope. Shot and the goal. Oh, you could just feel it coming.
Alone. Yep.
You could feel it coming. The Raiders that one in, and that'll make it a tough 3-goal lead. The Mustangs, you never want to be doing in a hockey game is chasing the puck, and that's exactly what they found themselves doing there, Dan, on that sequence.
Had the pressure out of the blue line for the shot in there, but didn't get it out of the zone. And oftentimes, if you don't get it out of the zone when you have a chance, bad things happen.
So the Mustangs will go back to the drawing board here, and still got lots of hockey left, though, but now trailing by 3, the largest lead of the game for either team, and the Raiders have that at 4-1. Puck comes squirting free out front. Up with it is Reck. Reck is, how is that not a call? He was elbowed from behind, and they don't call that. Here's a shot off the post by Valela, and he has a good one. I'll tell you that. That guy is always in the action. Here he's trying to get it out front. Trying to keep away from it is Reck, and Moan is there with the save. So Jacob Boss got that last goal. 6:16 the time of the goal. It's Boss from O'Rourke and Height at 6:16, and it makes it a 4-1 hockey game in favor of Roseville. Off the faceoff to the left of Sam Moan, the Mustangs again find themselves chasing that puck, Dan.
Mm-hmm. Getting behind the puck an awful lot here.
Got to find a way to get some control of the puck here. Off the kind of a bouncing puck. Kepke trying to get to it. Cass does. Sends it across to Ballinger, who drives the puck towards the net. Jamison Barros is there. So is Kepke. Kepke trying to clear it free. And it's still knotted up against the end wall here in the near corner. Now Barros digs it free. Shot coming, and Burton sent that one just wide of the net on the far side. Puck is loose for the moment. Look out. Wendland got into it a little bit and looking for some help. Now the Mustangs, look at this.
Turnover.
Kepke. Oh, and then, well, both players should have gotten called for a hook there, but nothing is called. The official just swallowed his whistle. Each player had a bit of a hook on each side there. Here's a chance. Barros right out front. Oh, Kepke. A great save by the Roseville goaltender.
Nice centering feed by Barros.
Oh, I don't know how that didn't go in. And there's a shot that comes from just outside the blue line. I don't know, handcuff the goaltender for a moment. Schneider keeps it alive. Here's a chance for Olsen. Olsen, a great pass up to Walseth. Walseth, a great move. Right out front. Oh, my. How did that not go in? Russell Eck, I think he just missed a piece of that. He didn't get a full shot on it. As it was a great play by Olsen and Walseth to keep the play alive. This puck is sent towards the Raiders' net or zone. They had it knocked off their stick, and Wendland fell. Puck is shot at the high slot wide by the Raiders, and then the Mustangs trying to get to it. Walseth couldn't quite get there. Jakubowski has it for the Roseville, and now here's Eck. Eck up to Mitchell Olsen. Mitchell with his speed. Shot. Oh, and a good save by Stevens for the moment. Back they come. Mustangs and the Raiders. End-to-end hockey action here, and Sammy Moen makes the save. Off a
couple good chances there by the Mustangs. It'd be great to convert on one here real soon with, 7:38 left in the period.
Bill Conlon, Dan Walseth with you from the Roseville Ice Arena. It's a classic arena. It's the way you you'd like to have them be. So many great memories of Mounds U hockey back in the 70s here. My brother's years back when Mustangs made it to 5 state tournaments in 7 years.
Yeah, this place is one of the better ones in the state. I love this setup here.
As the puck goes just wide of the Raider net, it's still loose and then scooped up by Vilela. He has it knocked out of play, and it'll be a face-off just to the right of the Raiders' junior goaltender, Cooper Stevens. And yes, though they do not have an organ, but that is organ music. This guy's got a good playlist. I like it. He's had some good music tonight. Off the knocked out free and tried to bring it back in. This should be icing. Yes, it is on the Raiders. And we're just under the 7-minute mark left to go in this hockey game. See if the Mustangs can, if they get one here, they can pop one in here, they can make things interesting. As Jamison Barros on the faceoff with Kepke and Ballinger on the wings. Barros lost the faceoff, unfortunately, though, and here come the Raiders. Look out. Trying to send it ahead. Osman had it go off his stick. Goes into the near corner. Big hit, but the Raiders keep it alive. Out here to the near point. In through traffic. That puck sails just wide. Man is open out front, though. Look out. And another one. Shot coming. Where is it? It's still sitting there. And a shot goes into the net. But how can you call that a goal when there's a Roseville player
piled on top of the goalie?
On top of the goalie.
You got two guys in the crease on the goalie.
Coach Schulte not saying anything, though. I don't know. That's a tough one there. Well, we might have to look that one back up because it certainly seemed like the player fell on him, but maybe the puck had already gone in. I'm not sure. But there was definitely a Raider.
An awful lot of pressure in front of our net there.
Yeah, and there was definitely a Raider player on top of Sam as that puck entered the net. That wasn't a high stick, but it certainly seemed like it could have been. Here's Russell Eck now for the Mustangs, back the other way. Mustangs trailing 5-1 here. 6 minutes to play in the contest as Wendland comes up with it. Wendland, long look for a pass across to Eck, but it went too far, and it'll be icing on the Mustangs. Lone goal for the Mustangs scored by Russell Eck back at the 1:14 mark of the second period. The puck comes loose off the faceoff. Oh, a good tip just wide, and guess who was tipping it? Vilela. Once again. Here's Mitchell Olsen trying to break through. He had the speed, but the puck comes loose. And Moan, oh my. Somehow that one got scooped up right in front of him. It's loose and picked up again, this time by Olsen. He's got a guy with him. Up to Walseth, Toby Walseth. In on, oh, the backhander just couldn't get enough on it. It was a great play. Oh, and then Olsen is tripped up behind the play. This should be a penalty coming to the Raiders here. And Sam was going to come up. Oh, this will be an icing. And off the icing, it'll be a penalty on the Raiders. And the Raider player tried to leave the ice, but he's been called for the penalty. I think that's always so funny, right, Dan? If I leave the ice, maybe they won't call it on me.
No doubt about that one.
Yeah, Benjamin Beal, and it could have been interference or tripping. I don't know which they'll end up calling him for, but Mitchell didn't have the puck, and all of a sudden he's down in a heap. Well, stranger things have happened. 5 minutes to go. You're down 4. Mustangs will try to go to work here as Barros will be on the face-off dot here with Eck and Walseth on the point or on the wings, with Schneider and Mitchell Olsen on the points. It is interference, the call on Benjamin Beal. Beal brothers out there, Max and Benjamin. Here's Toby Walseth now in through the zone on the power play here. He turns and looks for a little help. Gives it off to Russell Eck. Eck had it in the corner for a moment. Some people wanted it. I think they were a little upset with that call. No call, but I think the player turned at the last second. That's why Russell looked like it could have been a check from behind, but he definitely wasn't the case. Schneider now looking for Walseth here on the near side. Toby bringing it on in. He's knocked off the puck, trying to find some help here. The Mustangs are being beat
get
up.
A little more pressure on it.
Well, they're getting beat up by a good forecheck by look at here. Look out. Valea. Oh, it's still loose. Shot and a save by Moan. Sammy stands tall on that one. I think he made 3 saves in that sequence. Valilla is he's a quick kid. He brings it every shift.
Yes, he sure does.
Mustangs have 51 seconds left in the power play. They trail 5-1 here as Wendland will come out. Anderson. And it's got Larson, Kepke, and Ballinger on the front forward position here on the power play. Wendland goes behind his net, but the Mustangs, they need to just get going here. Seconds clicking off that power play. Oh, look out. And Anderson comes away with it. Wendland made a nice defensive scramble, but it's the Mustang team that on the power play so far not able to set anything up. Ballinger sends it deep. Larson does get a piece of it here. Back to the point. Wendland shot it wide, and the Raiders will be able to dump it, and that might just about do it. 3:14 to play in the hockey game. Mustangs trailing by 4, and we are now 5-on-5 hockey. Puck comes up ahead to Larson. Larson looking for some help here. A long rink-wide pass. Oh, look out. Puck is loose. Jakubowski was circling in the slot there. Oh, there's a big collision at center ice. Not sure what happened there. As Isaac Schneider gives way to the puck is loose, and now we get a hand pass. I was pretty sure there wasn't a penalty there, so hand pass. We'll have a face-off back down in the Raider zone. 2:36 to go, and it's a 4-goal lead for the Raiders here. Dano, and they bring out. Yep, go ahead.
Finish the game with something positive here.
Now they got right out front. Look out! Oh my! Puck is loose. Eck, save, shot.
There you go.
Goal!
Way to stick with
it. Russell Eck.
There's that positive.
Yeah, that is a good positive. Boy, did he stay with that one. And Eck has his 2nd goal of the game.
No, Freddie Reck did a nice job out in front of the net there, too, to keep that puck in play and keep it in the zone there.
So for Russell, it's a 2-point night. And there's still some time here. 2:23 to go. Crazier things have happened. The coaches have decided to move things around. They have put Reck on this line now after they took Kepke off it and put Eck on there. And back behind their play here, it's a chance for Mitchell Olsen. He's hit up high. Osman keeps it alive and sends it back behind the Raider net. Back after it. Look. Oh, I thought Russell was going to get there. Now the Raiders have a chance the other way. Shot on, and Moen makes the save with 1:52 to play. Off a shot there by Garrett Heights. A lot of brothers on this Roseville team. 2 combos. 2 brother combos. So let's see what happens here on the thing, unless I read that wrong. Let's see. Well, I guess there's just the one.
No, there's a handful between their varsity and JV
That's
as well.
right. Here's a chance for the Raiders towards the net. Somebody must open the door. I just felt a really there.
That's refreshing.
As Mayer has it, gives it away to Valilla. Right out front. Let's see if the Mustangs can make something happen. Up the other way, it's Eck. Russell. Could he get the hat trick? Drop pass to Burton. That puck is quickly swallowed. Cal Anderson, though, there for the Mustangs. Up again, here's Mitchell Olsen. Oh, he tried to make this move to get by the player, and Valella will take a shot at the other end for the Raiders, and with 1:09 to go, we'll face it up down in the Mustang zone. We will have some more hockey here on the Mounds Hockey Network, but it's going to be a while till we do that. Looking at, I believe it is the next game we'll have for you is against Duluth East. That one will come from Aldridge Arena as the Mustangs, as we mentioned, will play Stillwater on Saturday. 1 minute to go in the period. And the Raiders driving for one more attempt. They do not get the shot here, though. Look out. Schneider had it taken right away from him. He quite must not have seen the player, was right there. Now he's doing a last-second defense, and Moen makes another great save. Sammy has been doing his best as Shell comes after it. Casey Shell with Kepke. Under 30 seconds to go. Barros is there. Jamison tried to send it out front. Couldn't quite come up with it. And the puck will come loose here near the center ice. Back after it is Andre Burton. Burton across to Wendland. Wendland tried to send it up to Kepke. Nobody there, though. Wendland scoops it up out of the air. Going to take a shot on with just, oh my, that one almost went in. Oh my goodness. And that's what this place is famous for. I'll tell you what, one of the craziest goals I ever saw was in this building from the far blue line. And our Mounds goalie, that was a team that was 24-0 in that season, but he gave up a goal. I don't know if he was asleep at the wheel, but it as I told you, it bounced and it took a little wild bounce and went in. Well, that's going to do it. The Mustangs just couldn't find enough goals tonight. They do get 2, though, from the same number 2. Russell Eck gets 2 goals for the Mustangs. Sam Moen played a solid game in the nets, but the Mustangs will fall 5-2 tonight to the Raiders here at Roseville. Dan, thanks a lot. It was your debut.
It was. Thanks for having me.
I think you did a great job. And a big shout out to Jim Eck for being our cameraman tonight. And for all of you for watching, have yourself a happy holidays. I think we will see you just prior to Christmas, or we're back after. I can't remember when that Duluth East game is. I don't have it in front of me here, but certainly catch us here on the Mounds Hockey Network. For Dan Walseth and all our great supporters, and Jim Eck, Bill Collins saying so long from Roseville Ice Arena. The final, Raiders 5, Mustangs 2. Good night, everybody.